So today's project, we're going to be setting up a whole water filtration system. So I've got the whole system here, with an extra filter there. We're going to mount it all onto a piece of plywood, and then we'll take, once the whole system is set up on the plywood with all of our press to connect fittings here, we've got a piece of PEX there that we're going to use. We'll take it, the entire thing, and bring it over to the home and install it there. So let's unpackage all of this and see what comes in the box. So here's the sediment filter. I think we're going to switch out the sediment filter since we have this pre-filter right here. We're going to switch this out with a separate filter for metallic taste. The tenants here are complaining about a metal taste to their water, so I have a separate filter instead of using this one. And here's the whole housing, massive. That screws onto there, so that's what that's going to look like. All right, let's kind of plan this out a little bit. I think we're going to draw it out on a piece of paper so we don't miss anything. All right, so with the filter, with the iSpring filter, it actually comes with installation instructions. And so we're going to follow pretty much the same setup with a few changes. We're going to have the same bypass, but we're only going to have one shut off right in the middle here instead of two separate ones. So we're not isolating this water here. I just don't like stagnant water in the pipes for too long. So same here, two shutoffs. We're gonna have to incorporate this sediment filter in there. So let's just start drawing that out. So we'll have, let me move this over, just so we don't miss anything. So we'll have the filters. And then the way the home is set up, the main water pipe is going to have to be way down low, and this is going to be mounted up above. So what I have these SharkBite 90s. So those SharkBite 90s are going to go right here on the copper pipe, and then the PEX is going to come into the top. So let's just draw that out. So we'll have the 90 here. That's going to come up. The inlet's way up here, so we'll come up to a T. I'm gonna have a shut off here, so I'll have a shut off there. I'm gonna try to have these brackets here that support a 90 in PEX to try to get around using another fitting, just to eliminate any possibilities of leaks. So we're gonna loop up like that into another shut off here. Come back down, and then in here we're gonna put that. I don't have enough room on this drawing, but we'll put the pre-filter there, so that'll have to get connected. And loop back around to another T here. And then in here is going to be that last shut off. So what these shut offs do is allows you, if you ever need to change these filters out or service any of this, you can isolate this. So you shut off this one, open that up, and that allows everybody to have water in the home while you service these two. Or if they become clogged and there's no water flow, you can just bypass them and still have water to the house. And so in normal operating, you're going to have these two open, this one shut off, so water flows through the filter and not around through this bypass. Come back down into another SharkBite 90 here. And then all this will just be eliminated. So we'll use this as a reference, make sure we don't miss anything. I think we've got everything accounted for here. All right, let's just start trying to mount this on here, on this board. All right, we'll start by getting these adapters on here. So this is the press to fit connector. This is our pre-filter, so we'll get these threaded on there with lots of plumber's tape, get them tightened. And it's pretty tight. We can get half a turn out of it. Okay, let's do this side now. All right, let's kind of figure out where this is gonna sit next. So I'm thinking kind of higher up, because all we need up here is the bypass. Actually, there's nothing down below it, so maybe we could move this down. Over to this side, make room for that. Something like that. So let's mount this bracket to the plywood real quick. And so a little bit of an issue here. So this input to this filter is way up here, a good 3 or 4 inches off the back of this plywood. But yet when we mount this here, it's going to be sitting pretty flush. So I don't know if we need to stand this off to line these two up. But then we run into that same problem back here. So somehow we need to come down off of this, down onto here. So let's connect this T to this, just kind of a first go at it, get this PEX pipe attached and just start working. And then maybe we can work on the bypass and figure this out here in a little bit. I might have to move this way back here. And we also need, so something like that. You can't see anything, so something like this, and leave a bunch of room there. I think we get these 3 attached real quick. Let's do that. All right, since this sediment filter has to be set away from the backer board here to line up with the input for the two-stage filter, and this bracket that came with it, I think it's meant to sit all the way at the end here, which then presents a problem if the PEX pipes are flush to the backer board. There's quite a gap here, and I don't think that PEX pipe is going to bend enough. So I'm going to just attach this 2x4 back here, kind of bring it closer in the same plane here, and I think that'll bend enough to get from there to there. So let's try that out. before mounting everything inside the house, I got this little adapter for the hose outside, and I hooked it all up, put everything under pressure, everything filled up with water, just to check all my fittings and make sure there's no leaks. And good thing I did, because you'll see that I do actually have a little leak right where the connector connects into the filter. Alright, here's the water filtration system installed. I wasn't able to film installing, it's super tight in here. But here's the main water coming in, 3/4 inch pipe. I used the SharkBite 90, and so I was able to cut it here, SharkBite the PEX into it, and then I had to make some room here with the slanted ceiling here, so I cut a piece off there, and then just attached it to some studs, and it's on there pretty good. This one had to go a little sideways, but that worked. And then this used to run, the main supply line used to run here, across here, and then to there. And so I cut it here as well. Did another SharkBite 90 here. And it's been running, you can see the sediment filter is doing its job. It's been running for probably a little over 2 months now. Everything looks like it's holding up pretty good.